Taj, I've been watching you for quite a while doing some sparring, and then today I got a real shock when I heard that you're fighting in the Golden Gloves for New Zealand.
Yeah. So obviously a Kiwi born. I moved to Australia when I was 9. Been boxing in Australia since I was 13, and then when I was 20, I decided that New Zealand's where I want to box and who I wanted to represent. So at the end of last year, when I was 21, I decided to make the move over here and just pursue my career at city kickboxing.
Did you do any boxing at all before you went to Australia?
So I'd always boxed with my dad from a young age. So I think when I was maybe, as soon as I could walk, basically, I had gloves on and I'd always be fighting with my brother. And it was just always something that my dad kind of implemented into our life. And then when I moved to Australia, when I was 9, I got into Muay Thai. So that was the first form of martial art that I did. And then I always found that I was better with my hands. And then when I was 12, I decided, you know what, boxing is what I want to do. So since then, I've just carried that through.
And you had success as a boxer pretty early on?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, I had one fight, had a win, and then I just caught the bug instantly, basically, and just kept winning, kept fighting, kept training, kept trying to improve, and here I am.
But you have got an Australian title?
Yes, so I won an Australian title as a youth fighter. So I was 17 at the time, and that was for the Oceania Games. And then was fortunate to win that and then go into the World Championships as well and represent Australia there. So that was all good experience, that was all great. And yeah, just another part of my journey.
And was it a hard decision to make, you know, like you're already established on the Australian scene, you come over here, you've got to sort of let everybody know who you are?
A little bit, but I almost took it as a challenge, you know, to be able to come over here and not be known on the scene and then kind of show everyone that I am good enough to turn up and take over, if that's how, you know, you want to perceive it. Yeah, so it was all good, a great experience, and I'm glad I made that decision.
And you've ended up here at City Kickboxing. Was that an aim of yours to train at City Kick?
Yeah, so funny enough, my dad's actually good friends with Mike Angove and Tristan, and that was kind of my link to City Kickboxing. And obviously I knew there was a lot of great fighters here, a lot of established fighters too. So I thought I'd just come here, and you know, it's a pleasure to train with Doug Viney. Like, he's taught me a lot and been nothing but great to me. And just having the people around me to feed off, you know, and like any questions I have about the fight game and in terms of mindset or carrying yourself outside of the ring, I can refer to these guys. So this is the place to be for me.
Yeah, I've seen you join in with the Spider, with the kickboxing. Do you still do a bit of kicking?
I get the itch. I do. There's a little bit of temptation there, for sure. When I'm mucking around, I do a little bit, but I haven't fully dove into that yet. Just because that's my passion. You know, I don't want to steer away from that, but I like helping the boys out. I like being a part of it still. Yeah.
Family sort of orientation here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, everyone supports everyone. They support me, whether it be physically or mentally, and I just try and play my part.
And you go down to Tauranga, and Roman is fighting down there, Roman Viney, fighting down there with you?
Yep. So Roman, he's a close teammate of mine. Done a lot of rounds with Roman, trained together, and we've got a team of about 6 or 7 of us heading down there. So should be good to have all the boys, you know, competing and fighting alongside each other.
When you were growing up, was there any time for any other sport at all?
I was actually one of those kids that just played everything. You know, I did rugby, soccer, basketball, and not to brag, but I feel like I was naturally just gifted when it came to sports. But I never quite found that passion until I took up boxing. I feel like that was the competitiveness that I needed. So yeah, once I found boxing, I was playing rugby at the time. Obviously with rugby, you're trying to put on size. With boxing, you're trying to lose weight. And then I just made the decision, I'm going to pursue boxing, and that's what I've done.
And tell us about how tall you are and what weight you fight at.
Yeah, so I'm 6'3". I was fighting at 80 kilos, which is light heavyweight. I've just this fight only just gone up to 86 kilos. And then as a pro, I intend on fighting at 79, which is light heavyweight. So I feel like it's a sustainable weight, as long as I don't keep growing too much, you know.
And tell us what your record is.
So my record as an amateur, I'm roughly 70 wins, 11 loss. So yeah, 80 plus fights.
And what about a kickboxer?
No fights as a kickboxer. Nah, just sparring. Yeah.
Hey, look, we're happy to have you back in New Zealand and representing us.
It's a pleasure. There's no place I would rather be. It truly is a pleasure. You know, this place is where I was born, what raised me, and this is where my gym is. So yeah, it's a true honour.
I look forward to talking to you after when you've got the trophy.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Hey, cheers, mate. I really appreciate
thank
that.
you. Nah,
Cool.
it was amazing. It was a pleasure.
Cool.